the one copied to the Solicitor General.
That is the 21st, is it?
Yes, 21st December.
That is the one you submitted to the committee yourself?
Yes.
Okay. I believe we've provided you a copy date of the memo dated the 10th.
I saw the copy, but I don't have a copy with me.
Okay. The Secretariat will provide you with a copy shortly. All right, so Mr. Colley, before we get into the attachments, I had told you before we went on break that we will get into the attachment. The memo you are responding to, or your memo is referring to an earlier memo written to you, sent to you by Mr. Tar.
Yeah.
And you stated that you don't have a copy of that memo here.
No.
Is there a possibility that a copy of that memo would be found at the Ministry of Justice?
No, the issue was, I think what I did was the cover page. That is what is missing. Because the attachment is intact. This was the attachment. So it will be difficult to trace the cover page, just one single page.
No, I meant the memo that it says further to your memo of 1st June 2020. I'm referring to that memo, the memo dated 1st June 2020. You've not submitted it. I am asking you now, does a copy of this memo exist at the ministry?
No. I look for it, but I could not find it.
You cannot find it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at the first memo, the one dated 10th of December 2020. It says, further to your memo of 1st June 2020, please be informed that the attached highlighted leases have been cancelled. However, the properties without serial registration number could not be cancelled because they cannot be traced.
Yeah.
You're still referring to, you wrote this, even though you don't agree with the memo being sufficient.
Cancellation, yes. Oh, yeah.
But you're still referring to the actions you did as cancellation.
Yeah, it was just internal.
But it's copied to Director of Lands and Survey. The memo of the 10th.
Yes, I just realized that it was copied too. But normally, we should act on a cancellation emanating from the Director of Lands and Survey.
Yes, or the court.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the court, yes.
Or the High Court.
So in this case, it came from TAR, I think. So for some reason, maybe I don't know, for some reason, normally it should be restricted to internal staff, these memos. But apparently, I don't know, I copied the Director of Lands. Normally, internal memos are meant for internal staff.
So what was the purpose of this memo?
The purpose was, he just wrote to request that I cancel the leases. So in response, earlier on in my last test, I said I cannot remember exactly, but normally, because memos are, like memos of this sort, maybe 1 week instruction requesting just to cancel. So I said I noticed. Later when I started my document, I realized that in fact I responded to him to say I've cancelled them. But this was just internal. In my mind, legally, you cannot just cancel it. All right. Even though, there was a white paper giving instruction that it should be cancelled. But the cancellation should not emanate from my colleague in the office. Unless the office is acting on those instructions, to cancel and then to act again based on what the redirection, was received from the white paper.
Mr. Colley, the white paper does not speak about cancellation of title, does it? It says that forfeited to the state.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
When it's forfeited to the state, at that point, shouldn't the Director of Lands and Survey write to the Registrar General to then cancel the title ordinarily?
If they want to, they can still write to us. If they want to act on any property, if they want to sell it or cancel and issue new leases, they can write to us to cancel it.
Okay. So you know very well that there are only two entities that can direct or request for the cancellation of title: the courts or the Director of Lands and Survey.
Even the white paper can, give instructions.
But the white paper did not say cancel leases, did it?
No, if you say forfeited, still means
it says forfeited to the state.
Yes.
It does not mention that somebody or the Registrar General should go into the deeds registry and cancel the title. It doesn't say that, does it?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't say that.
Yes.
But in effect, the same issue, especially when the instruction comes from Director of Lands.
So are you saying that if the Director of Lands and Survey did not write to you, and also you did not receive a memo from Mr. Ta, you would have still cancelled those titles?
No.
Why?
Of course, I have to act on instructions.
But you said that the white paper, so which one is it?
The white paper is law.
I want to understand.
Yeah.
You're saying that the white paper forfeiting title to the state, forfeiting, all the properties to the state is sufficient to revoke title. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, you do not need a memo from Mr. Ta or anyone within the Ministry of Justice. You don't need a letter from the Director of Lands and Survey directing you to cancel these titles. You could have just canceled the titles on your own.
No, I could not have cancelled that.
Why?
Cancelled. Unless I received instruction. Maybe like the memo, even though I received it, like I said, it was in effect it was not good enough for cancellation. But now, later on, if it was acted upon by the Director of Lands, following the white paper to say, Registrar General, cancel these properties, then I can cancel. I hope I'm clear. What I'm saying is that the memo that I received, because I received the memo before the letter. So maybe I copied the Director of Lands, all right? But the memo technically should not be a basis for cancellation. Even though there's a white paper saying, it should be forfeited or sold, another thing. So I still have to act based on instruction from another.
From the Director of Lands and Survey.
Yeah, it could be Director of Lands and Survey.
Could be, or should it be from Director of Lands and Survey? You've stated here before that there are only two entities that can cancel title or give direction for the cancellation of title. Yeah. Either it comes from the court or it comes from the Director of Lands and Survey. In this instance, it can only come from the Director of Lands and Survey.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
So it was only the Director of Lands and Survey that can give you instructions with properties that the Commission investigated to cancel the title.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So why did you act on the memo?
Like I said, I just acted on it, all right? I acted just to encumber.
Encumber it why?
On the record, just to note.
But why would you do that?
That's like I said, there is no prejudicial effect on it because Okay. Memo cannot serve as a basis.
Yes, so why would you act? Why didn't you respond to the memo to say that these directives can only come from the Director of Land and Survey or the courts, and in this instance, there is no litigation regarding these properties. It's from the Commission of Inquiry, therefore, this direction should come from the Director of Lands and Survey. You are a lawyer at the Ministry of Justice. In as much as you are the Registrar General, you should also give advice to your Minister and your Solicitor General, isn't it? So therefore, if you see an anomaly, you're supposed to raise it rather than just act on the anomaly. Weren't you supposed to just respond to the memo and say, the memo does not suffice to cancel title? Why not you write to the Director of Lands and Survey?
Because I was aware that there was white paper. So eventually we're going to act, based on the directive of the white paper.
What were they going to act on?
Whatever decision, outcome that was made by the white paper.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So if a memo is directed or given to me to say, cancel them, all right, cancel them. So if I cancel, in effect, there is no legal significance.
Okay.
Yes.
So my issue here is, you know very well that Mr. Tar does not have the authority to tell you to cancel Lands and Survey. Mr. Tar was in fact your junior at the Ministry of Justice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even the Attorney General cannot tell you to cancel title.
That's
It was
right.
only the Director of Lands and Survey that can ask you to do that.
That's right.
Right? And in this instance, the Director of Lands and Survey did not write to you.
Yes.
Yes. So
Eventually he did, but
eventually he did the following year.
yeah.
He wrote to you the following year. But at that point, when you received the memo, why did you act on the instructions on that memo?
I just acted on the instruction.
What would have happened if you
Knowing
did that?
fully well that in fact it has no legal significance.
Yes, but even in your memo responding to say I had in fact cancelled the title, which now you're calling an encumbrance, but in fact you did not refer to it as an encumbrance. You just said I have gone ahead and cancelled the title of these properties in the registry. You still did not inform Mr. Tar or anyone within the ministry that this memo is not sufficient to cancel title.
Because I think he quoted the white paper also.
Mr. Colley, I want us to move from this point. I don't think it's a point that we should spend a lot of time on.
Exactly.
Yes, so wait.
So I acknowledge that.
My issue here is I cannot move away from this point because it's either you don't seem to understand where I'm coming from.
I totally understand.
Yes. So
You are saying legally, I should have cancelled it. That's what I'm saying. I did cancel, but there's no legal impact on it.
In fact, what do you mean there's no legal impact, Mr. Colley?
If it is solely based on the white paper, based on the memo,
Yes.
there's no legal basis or legal effect. There's no legal harm.
Okay.
But if it is based on or premised on the white paper, then there's a legal impact on it, or has legal effect.
Which brings me back to a question I had asked you earlier. I said, in an event where you said the white paper was sufficient enough to cancel the title.
Yeah, if the directive was to cancel.
What was the directive? Because we should not be speculating on what the directive was or what it wasn't. Because the white paper was very clear. The white paper said it accepted the recommendations of the commission to sell certain properties, which are about 20-something properties, right? Mostly located in Banjul, right? And then it said the rest of the properties should be forfeited to the state. That's very clear.
Yeah.
Now, it is for the state to act on what the white paper stated, right?
That's right, yeah.
Then the Director of Lands and Survey, at that point, after publication, should have written to the Ministry of Justice, address to the Registrar General and say, cancel all titles on this list or all titles that are under the They are registered in the deeds registry.
They'll be listed, yeah.
Yes, and they'll be listed, and then you can cancel.
Yes.
But the Director of Lands and Survey did not do that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The commission made a recommendation, the state accepted the recommendations, and then nothing was done for the whole of the remainder of the year, 2019. Until June 2020, when you received a memo from Mr. Tar telling you to cancel a number of properties in the region, and you stated that you don't believe that the memo was sufficient enough or had the legal authority to cancel these titles.
Yeah.
Yes. So now my issue is, if you think that the Director of Lands and Survey should have acted after the publication of the white paper, right? And he did not do that. Now a memo came to tell you to cancel, and you still think the memo did not have enough legal backing to do that. Why would you go into the registry to write cancel next to each of these properties?
I just did.
Why did you do that, Mr. Colley? I want to know your reasoning.
My reasoning was that in fact I received a memo, which I believe even if I act on it, all right, the leasee then will not be prejudiced in any way, unless that memo was based on, even if there was a white paper, like you said, it should come from the Director of Land and Survey, all right. Even though knowing that, but I just acted on it just for purpose of our records.
So, Mr. Colley,
now I cannot correct that. So now, if subsequently we receive the same effect, that's my view.
So, what were your thoughts when you received the memo?
Sometimes you don't have time to reflect on it.
Wait. Yeah. The thoughts you have now, or the opinion you have now, that the memo is not sufficient to cancel title, which is actually very right, because there are only two, like I said, two entities that can ask for title to be cancelled. Director of Lands and Survey, or the courts, or there is a judgment from the courts, right? So why then would you go ahead and cancel this title? What were your thoughts?
I did not cancel them legally.
What is it?
I did an act, but it has no legal effect.
What do you mean it does not have a? Because now, let's say if you're absent from the ministry before the digital registry came, and somebody comes to do a search or wants to register a property, right? Or say, I want to buy a property, I am doing a search. Once a search is done, they will see that the property is encumbered, won't they?
Yes.
Yes. So, what would be the result of your search report that you would issue to this person that comes to do a search on any of these properties? What would it state?
There will be a search as to the basis of the cancellation. So in fact, if it is known that it was based on...
So there is a cancellation?
I have to use that terminology. In effect, I see your point. You are saying I should not have acted, but okay, I agree. I should not have acted based on the memo. I should act on the instruction letter from the Director of Land. But I did.
Okay, so another issue.
Because my basis is that legally it has no effect.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But I did. So now I cannot say I didn't do. I did.
Of course you cannot say, because the registers are now sitting right in front of us.
Yes.
So, Mr. Colley, like I said, I want to move on from this point, but I need clarity, right? So my issue is now, why didn't you respond to this memo to inform or bring to the attention of Mr. Tar or the attention of any of other senior official at the Ministry of Justice to state that these titles cannot be cancelled by a memo? Why didn't you do that? Rather, you responded and said these leases have been cancelled.
I did.
It's the cancellation. Does not have legal back. It was still a cancellation.
Yes. In my view, it was an encumbrance.
You also, this encumbrance word that you're using.
Yes, because the issue is...
I don't like it in this instance.
No, but I agree.
Because in no way in the documentation did you refer to these properties as encumbered. You stated clearly that they are cancelled.
Yes.
So why are you now telling this committee that they were just encumbered? Because you could have stated that the properties were encumbered.
Because I know there was no legal basis to cancel them. There could be a legal basis, but unless that is cited or acted upon by the competent authority, I should not have cancelled them.
The competent authority being the Director of Land.
Director of Land, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to 2020 in December. At this point, you're saying you did not cancel, you encumbered.
Yeah.
Even though you told Mr. Tar that you've cancelled.
Yeah.
And even copied the Director of Land in your memo.
Yeah.
What was your understanding of the status of these properties at that point in time?
I knew that they will be acted upon. Either the Director of Land would write.
What was the status of these properties at that point in time?
There's the status. Mm-hmm. The status remained intact as far as our records were concerned.
Who owned them at that point?
The former president. So unless there's instruction pursuant to the white paper, it remains in his name.
Mr. Colley, you stated that it's like you're confused and you're trying to confuse me as well.
No, what I am saying, I'm acknowledging the fact that I should not have acted.
No, now we're not talking about the cancellation, whether you should have cancelled or not.
Yes.
I asked you, in 2020 December, who owned these properties? And you said the former president.
Yeah, they are not even though after the cancellation, right?
But you stated that the white paper was supposed to be sufficient enough.
Someone needs to act on the white paper.
Exactly, that was my point. My point was that, yes, there was a recommendation of the commission which the government accepted and issued a white paper. Mm-hmm. The white paper was not sufficient enough to cancel title. The Director of Lands and Survey should have acted upon the clauses in the white paper, shouldn't he?
No, it's like a judgment. If judgment exists, but someone needs to enforce.
It needs to be executed.
Exactly.
So the Director of Lands and Survey, after the white paper, should have written to the Ministry of Justice to cancel title, requesting for the cancellation of title.
That is correct.
Which he failed to do.
Yeah,
by the time you wrote this memo.
Exactly, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Which you failed to do.
Yes.
So by the time you received this memo,
yeah.
By the time you were writing this memo,
yeah.
the properties were still owned by the
former president,
and his associates.
Exactly, yeah.
That's your
yeah, that's my view, yeah.
Okay. Do you understand how serious this is?
No.
You do?
What do you mean?
How serious that it is that somehow the Director of Lands and it may not have occurred to the Director of Lands and Survey that he needed to write to the Ministry of Justice to request for cancellation of title of all these properties, right? He did not do that.
Yeah.
Somehow maybe everybody in the government overlooked this point. And then eventually maybe it occurred to Mr. Tar that this actually needs to be done. So he decided to write and inform you. But he knew that Mr. Tar did not have that authority.
Yeah.
And still he did not alert the SG, he did not alert the AG, he did not alert the Director of Lands and Survey. He just decided to encumber/cancel these properties.
Yeah. To me, there is no legal harm still.
In encumbering these properties?
Yes.
Okay, what is your...
There was no legal basis to act upon the memo.
But you still did?
Yes, I did. I acknowledge, that's why I'm saying I acknowledge that I should not have done that. I should have responded to Mr. Tar to say...
Well, okay, continue please.
To say maybe you should write to the Director of Lands to now convey. But eventually, one of the correspondents that I shared with you, I think it was minuted by the former SG, that in fact we should write to the Director of Lands to cancel it. I mean, to write formally for us to cancel.
How many properties did you cancel? The title, how many? I'm still talking about 2020. So we've not gotten to the time the Director of Lands and Survey wrote to you.
I think I just marked against the properties that had a serial registration number.
Okay.
Yes. So let's. So if you have a copy before you, the ones that are ticked correct are the ones that were cancelled.
All right. So what was your intention, or what were you trying to achieve when you copied the Director of Lands here in your memo?
Maybe to put in the picture.
Tell him what, that he was not doing his job.
So that maybe he will realize that he needs to do something.
So you're telling the director that he was not doing his job?
No, not doing his job, but sometimes he may not be aware in fact that in fact he needs to do something about it. Because most of them they act on re-entries for cancel. You know, sometimes they need guidance from the Ministry of Justice.
Because the Ministry of Justice is the advisor for the entire government, isn't it?
Yes. So maybe this was an opportunity for them to be aware that in fact, you know, you have sometimes even court orders. If court now orders that property should be transferred to a particular individual, normally, you know, if it is a lease, we normally ask for them to get a ministerial consent so that Ministry of Lands will update their records. But sometimes it's challenging that in fact this is a court order, you should not question, you should not go through or require a certain administrative. So in that case, sometimes we register that assignment transfer, but copy or send a copy to Director of Lands. So maybe in this instance that was what you know my intention was.
This is different. It's not from the court, is it?
Yes, but
it's from the office. We're telling the Director of Lands and Survey he was not doing his job, even though you. I don't know what it is that
to allow him to do something. I know he was not in order. I admit.
So when the Director of Lands and Survey received this, what did he do? Did you receive any communication from the director?
I'm not following. I don't think following this.
So they ignored.
Maybe, but yes, I remember receiving other request for cancellation beside this one.
Different from these properties.
These properties.
So perhaps the Director of Lands and Survey also assumed that
our cancellation was in order.
Yes, I mean it's coming from the legal advisor's office.
Okay.
What do you have to say to that?
That may be the case.
So, Mr. Colley, you're aware that the government was selling land. You stated here, you even submitted some of the agreements and deeds.
Yeah.
And now you stated that in 2019, and even after you received this memo in 2020, and even after you went into the registry to write cancel, the land was still being owned by former president, his associates, the companies, all those ones that were investigated. But this land, these properties were being sold.
Yes.
So how do you reconcile that? The fact that the properties were still owned by somebody, but they're being sold by another person.
So unless
the title still exists in the former president's name.
Yes, unless until like the assignment was registered, it still remains in his name.
But can the assignment even be registered by the deeds registry, considering it's still owned by somebody else?
Yes, because there was an order.
But Mr.
I still start by my opinion the last time. I know it was reported that I still hold that opinion.
No, we're not even talking about sale. My problem is the entry of these properties again into the register. Let's not even talk about the issue of sale, right? Whether government can sell or not sell, or whether it's allocating or not allocating. My issue is that these properties already exist in the register.
Yes.
They're owned by somebody.
Yes.
They're in the register.
Yeah.
The title is not cancelled.
Yes.
Yes.
Based on the memo. Yes.
Based on the memo.
Yes.
And also not based on the lack of request from the Director of Lands and Survey. There is no request from a Director of Lands. We're talking, let's not even go to 2020.
Yeah.
So there were properties sold in 2019 itself.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
There were properties sold in 2019.
Yeah.
Early 2020, because this memo that you received from Mr. Tar was in June.
2020, yeah.
And by the time you finalize the cancellation process or the encumbrance process, it was already December, so end of the year. Land was being sold at that point in time. How is it possible that land is being sold when it was owned by somebody else and it's coming into the register? Did it come into the register as fresh land?
No.
Okay.
I think if I can look at the copies of the assignment, I know there was a recital. Some of them, I think they made cross-reference the previous title, serial registration number. So that means
the history exists.
Yeah, the history exists, so it continues. Even though I may have noted cancel, if it is the same property that is now being sold, then the history will continue. So that means my encumbrance that I keep talking about does not have any significance. Because if there is a continuity in history, the root of title will continue.
Mr. Colley, can someone sell land they don't own?
Based on a court order or white paper.
Mr. Colley, the question is very clear. Let's ignore the white paper.
You cannot sell what you don't have.
Exactly.
But if there is a court order or there is a white paper.
In this instance, let's leave the judiciary out of this.
Not judiciary.
Right? Because there's no litigation, so there's no court order or judgment.
But
right? There's a white paper.
Yes.
You stated that the white paper's publication is not sufficient enough to cancel title. The Director of Lands and Survey should have acted after the publication to request for the titles to be cancelled. And you said in your view, up till this point, even after you went into the register to write cancelled and encumber these properties, that the former president and his associates still owned that land.
Yes.
So how is it possible that the land is being sold and title deeds were being issued? Assignments, conveyances were being, deeds of assignments and deeds of conveyance were being issued to individuals or companies when these properties are still in the name of the former president and his associates.
Now let's distinguish the two things. If the Director of Lands writes to me to say this property is cancelled, cancel it, then I can cancel it. If there's a pending property, that was not cancelled, but following the white paper, there is a request for registration of assignment, I can act upon it. So in this case, I can act on a letter from director requesting for cancellation. If there is no such specific letter directing me or requesting me to cancel a specific property, and there happens to be a request for assignment, which cites the white paper, I can act upon that.
Even though the white paper is not sufficient enough to cancel title.
Now I'm saying white paper has, white paper, according to definition, is final and binding. There's law to that effect.
What definition, Mr. Colley?
Definition of white paper. That in fact, I can act upon, outcome, whatever captured in the white paper.
Mr. Colley, what are you saying now?
I am saying
yes.
There are two scenarios. One, actually, I can cancel a property based on a letter that I received from Director of Lands or a court order. But now I'm saying that in addition to these two, decision of the outcome of white paper, I can act upon that.
Okay.
Yes. So now in this case, we are not only limited to two. We are adding another one, which is white paper.
So now you've created...
Now I'm revising it. So in addition to these two that we've agreed upon, now a white paper I can act upon.
Which part of the white paper were you acting upon, Mr. Colley?
White paper, that is, because in the assignment it was cited. Yes, that in fact they acted based following the white paper, so and so gazetted. So,
Mr. Colley,
that was the basis.
You know the white paper followed the recommendations of the commission.
Yes.
And you know, based on the commission's recommendation, the commission did not recommend that all the properties should be sold. Am I right?
Correct, yeah.
Good. The properties that the commission recommended to be sold, which the government accepted through the white paper, are not even up to 100 properties.
Yes.
Less than 50.
That's why we registered, as far as my records are concerned, around 16 or so properties that were sold.
Okay. To this day,
so
only 16.
Yes, as far as the latest records are concerned.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are these 16 located?
Most of them Banjul.
Most of them Banjul.
Yeah.
So the ones that are sold and are located outside Banjul, is it that if a deed is presented to the registry, it will not be registered? Or do they just have to mention white paper and then you will register it?
Say that again?
You know the white paper?
Yeah.
Accepted recommendations of the commission.
Yeah.
And the recommendations of the commission with regards to sale of land is not the proper number of properties the commission recommended to be sold are less than 50.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Right. So now, you stated that the reason you entered these properties again into the registry is because in the recital, they somehow have
decided.
I hope other people are not listening, and now anybody will just write white paper on their recitals and then you register it.
I mean, because it should be backed by a lawyer, and then 2 senior lawyers for that matter.
So, Mr. Colley, my issue now is the properties that were outside of Banjul sold. If they are now presented to you for registration, are you going to register them? Because you stated, okay, even though they're not part of the properties that the white paper has.
No, they have to be within among the properties that were listed to be sold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they are not, what would you do?
I don't take that responsibility. Whoever is preparing that assignment should be responsible.
No. Now we're talking about registration. We're not talking about preparation of assignment. Would you register a property that has in the root of title, in the recitals, it mentions the white paper, the commission's investigations, its recommendations, and now it mentions the white paper.
Yes.
However, it's not part of the properties that the white paper stated that it would sell, the government can sell. Would you still register that property?
Yes, I will.
Okay, why?
Because at the end of the day, the one who is now acting upon as requesting for the assignment should take the responsibility.
So can you repeat that?
The one or the council who prepares that document will be responsible. But it's not my duty to now go through the white paper and confirm that this particular property was recommended to be sold.
So any deed that is presented to the registry, you just register?
Not any deed.
Okay.
Yes, because that's a reason why they insist that lawyers should prepare documents, such documents, and back them, so that they will take the responsibility. So if there's any, like in the future, there is a query that in fact there was no basis, they will be responsible. My duty as Registrar General is to make sure that stamp duty is paid. So, but I don't review. So, it's not my duty to go through the white paper to confirm that this particular property was recommended to be sold or not.
Mr. Colley, what's the purpose of registering property?
Registrar is just to give notice and give priority.
Notice to who?
To the whole world.
That
in particular property is registered.
Okay.
Yes. And stamp duty is paid. Registration is about priority.
Priority to what?
Priority in terms of registration. Who registered before the order? If it is the same property, So then if you go to court, it will be the court to decide as to who has better title. But I don't determine that in fact this property is owned by so and so. That is not my mandate.
So if you receive two different deeds for the same property, you will still register both?
There must be some history.
Okay.
There must be some history. But because your question was whether if I receive a request for a registration of assignment, I would endeavor to go to the white paper and confirm whether any particular property was recommended for. I said no, I will not do that. So anytime that a lawyer writes to me, and I know that in fact there is no conflicting document, I will just act on the assignment. But that's why we have history. Sometimes if people come, even like if there's a caveat, or we give notice, sometimes we don't register if it is incumbent, all right? So the example we gave is like if two people come to register, I just register, all right? I just register, but give you notice that in fact there's a previous registration. But there must be some flow to say, in fact the last person should transfer to the other party, to the next party. You cannot have one say, especially the same serial registration number, and then your name is not in the title, you just all of a sudden decide to register. There must be that continuity. That's why it's called the root of title. So that means that flow from X to Y to Z. If it is the property is the name of Z, Y cannot come and just transfer. No. But to respond to your question, that in fact, if someone writes to me to say they want to register a title based on the white paper, I will not go to the white paper to confirm that in fact this property was earmarked for sale or not. No.
Okay, so now you are no longer standing by your earlier statement. The properties in 2019, 2020 were still owned by the former president.
Of course, unless at that time that there was assignment, they were in his name. But if there's subsequent registration of those assignments, then the title has moved.
Okay, so is the new assignments that cancel the former president?
Yes. Because if there's a subsequent registration, then the former one is no longer in existence. You see my point? There was
because you said that if there are two properties, where I had asked you whether you will register two deeds, regarding the same property. And you said you will register and let the court decide who owns the title.
No, but
even though there's going to be history, blah, blah, blah.
There must be history. You can register both, but there must be some sequence. The latest one, so the history will continue. It's like if you present two properties, all right, requesting for registration. Okay, I'll go to the register and confirm who is the current owner. So if it is the current owner transferring to another person, the particular person now transferring to another party.
What if it is not the current owner that is doing the transfer?
The history cannot continue because history must flow. It must be the current owner now selling to a new party. But unless it is in your name, you cannot rest. That's why I agree with you that you cannot sell what you don't have.
Exactly. So the properties that were in the former president's name is now somehow being sold by somebody else.
There's a white paper to that effect, which I can act upon. Unless you are saying white paper is not binding.
To cancel the title, come on, white paper cancel the title. Because
if it is sold, it's not cancelling. So you say, I understand your point.
Before sale, right? Before sale, was the white paper sufficient to cancel the titles on the register?
If white paper says cancel,
the white paper says forfeit to the state.
Yes. If it means the same effect, forfeited to the state, that means it's cancelled, it's no longer in the name of the former president.
Not cancelled, but it was supposed to be owned by the state. Now, shouldn't the history change from the president to the state?
Say it again?
I'm saying, since the white paper stated that it should be forfeited to the state, right? And the title was in the former president's name. Shouldn't the history, rather than creating new history and all of that, shouldn't the history from the history there flow from the former president to just the state?
It's up to the state. The state decides. Sometimes they say category, cancel it, then we'll issue a new list for that property. Sometimes if it is cancelled, okay, we can cancel, but still, normally, technically, if it is cancellation, that should be the end of that property or that history. All right, but technically, if it is not cancelled, you can still continue from the former president by virtue of white paper, so and so. Now, property is now assigned to Mr. X.
So therefore, the cancellation was not done, right?
Depending on the particular property you're talking about. Because if it is cancelled, now new lease is issued, then it's cancelled. That's the end of that property. All right, the history. All right, but if it is cancelled, but subsequently there was continuation in terms of history, saying this property is not cancelled, now transferred to so and so. There's continuity in history.
We will come back to this point. Take a look at the attachment of the internal memo, 10th December 2020.
Okay.
You stated that this attachment was given to you by Mr. Ta.
Yeah.
Why did you attach it to your memo again?
No, because I responded. When he sent the memo, he just prepared a cover and then attached this for me to act on the list of properties. So in response, I just also printed the work on this one and attached it. So yes.
Okay.
So it's like I did not reproduce everything that is entailed in this document.
What do you mean you did not reproduce?
I did not type again to respond because what the attachment that he gave me is what I now.
So rather than typing it, you were just thinking.
No, of course, there was no point in typing. So I was just thinking and then going to, because what is important to me is this registers.
So you're saying this is not a cancellation? What you did?
The memo, yes. Yeah.
The actions following the memo was not cancellation.
Mm.
You know, Mr. Colley, I told you earlier that you confused yourself and you now want to confuse me.
No, I'm not confused.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. This is something that I
my economic concern.
Wow.
Is the fact that you said the white paper somehow is a cancellation, but should have been acted upon by the Director of Lands and Survey. And then somehow Mr. Tar writing to you and you going into the register to cancel is actually not a cancellation but an encumbrance. So
let me explain myself better maybe. So the white paper, when the white paper was issued, all right, someone needs to act upon that.
Continue.
Yes, somebody needs to act. So in this case, I said the Director of Land could have written to us to say cancel, all right? But also, eventually, Mr. Tar wrote the memo to say cancel, which I said is technically not cancellation. But eventually, also, if an authority who has mandate to act upon the white paper writes or prepares an assignment requesting us to now transfer the property to a new entity, of course we can act upon that. So these are the three things that I want to highlight. One is cancellation from, request for cancellation from Director of Lands. The second one is a memo, which I said has no legal significance. But the third one is if there's an authority who has the mandate, all right, to assign those properties, and so writes an assignment requesting for transfer, we can act upon that assignment. So I hope now is clear.
I hope it's clear to you.
Yes.
I know the procedure is very clear for cancellation of title. Right? And I've put my point up.
Unless you are saying, there are two entities that can
yes,
cancel.
Director of Lands and Survey and the courts.
How about white paper?
You tell me.
I'm saying the white paper is capable of cancelling. So we acted upon.
By who?
But in this case, I mean, the Solicitor General or any other competent. Okay.
Why the Solicitor General?
The Solicitor has the mandate. They
cancel title.
Legal person, he's not cancelling, he's saying transfer or sale.
This is not to sale. We're talking about cancellation of title.
No, of course, cancellation is just proof.
Yes.
Because the white paper, in effect, is like that.
Sorry, please continue.
Yes, what I'm saying, it's like white paper is asked that if you have a judgment. All right, it has to be executed.
Exactly.
So you're going to eliminate the fact that white paper has the same effect.
Which needs to be executed.
Executed, yes.
By who?
By, in this case, the Director of Land.
Thank you very much.
Director of Land.
That's what I wanted to tell us.
Oh, but still, based on the whatever findings of the white paper, okay, another entity beside the Director of Land can act upon that vision of the white paper.
And do what?
And sell without cancelling, not cancellation.
Something that is owned by somebody else. And you said no. You cannot sell what you don't have.
Yeah.
At that point in time, the Solicitor General cannot sell property that the state does not hold, can it?
Now, if it is forfeited to the state, of course, now it's...
But should be acted upon. You stated that the white paper needs to be acted upon by the Director of Lands and Survey.
And the Solicitor General can act upon the...
And do what?
And sell without cancelling.
So
that means history will continue. Cancellation, that's what I'm saying. If it is cancelled, then it's cancelled. Then you're going to go any further. All right? But the Solicitor General has the mandate, okay, it's a legal facility that he may have the mandate, all right, to now sell. Before cancellation, you sell. So if it's cancellation, everything will terminate. That will be the end of it. But there's a possibility that the history can continue from the former president to the new entity.
Isn't there supposed to be somebody between the former president and the new person buying the land? Shouldn't there?
Solicitor General can act.
The Minister of Lands. It's forfeited to the state. Doesn't the Minister of Land hold all land belonging to the state?
Yes, but another entity too, it's possible that another entity may be entrusted.
Mr. Colley, who holds land on behalf of the government?
Minister of Lands.
Good.
All right.
So if land is forfeited to the state, in whose custody is it in?
The immediate future goes to the Minister of Lands. But also, there may be some decision that, in fact, it should be vested to another entity.
Let's talk about sale.
Not sale, but...
It's still on title, right?
Yes.
Not got into sale. Now that the land is forfeited to the state, all by virtue of the State Lands Act, all land belonging to the state is vested in the control of the
administration of the Minister of Land.
Minister of Land.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if land is forfeited to the state, who holds that land?
Of course, the Minister of Lands.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now the government has issued the white paper.
Yeah.
Isn't there supposed to be two possibilities? Is either the Director of Lands and Survey rights to cancel title and it will become fresh land going back to the state.
Yeah.
Right? Or the land will now go back into the control and custody of the Minister of Lands.
Yes.
So even the
by default.
not, yes, by default.
By default, yes.
Yes, so shouldn't the registry reflect, shouldn't that be reflected on the register?
Which register? No, I cannot just automatically act on that. They have to now give me directive to say, I may be aware that in fact there is a white paper, ordering that in fact those property will be forfeited to the state. All right? Well, unless there is some instructions, I will not act.
Continue.
No, what I am saying, there may be a white paper. All right?
There is a white paper.
There is a white paper.
Yeah.
So now, if the Director of Lands writes to me to say, these properties are cancelled, I will cancel them. But if he's silent, and another entity, all right, write pursuant to the white paper, for me to now assign, I will assign. But cancellation, no one else can cancel. Because unless, so white paper, if white paper is issued, all right, so someone needs to act, tell me, cancel it. But if the particular property is not cancelled, another entity writes to me, I will just act on it. It's clear. There's a white paper. Okay, Director of Lands write to me to say, Mr. Colley, cancel these properties, 50. All right, but meanwhile, there are other remaining properties that I did not receive any directive on. All right, so they remain by default in the possession of the state. Correct?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If there's state land, maybe let's say somewhere in Cape Point,
yeah,
not related to the properties owned by the former president at all. So just state land empty, lying empty, and is in the custody and control of the Minister of Land. Can the Solicitor General sell that land?
No, of course not.
Okay. Why?
Because there was no legal basis for him to sell.
Why?
There was no legal basis because the property is still with the state or the Minister of Lands.
Okay.
Yes.
So why are these properties different?
They are different because if the Solicitor General acts upon the white paper, of course, there is a difference.
Did the white paper state anywhere that the Solicitor General can sell the land?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's just a simple question. Did the white paper state anywhere?
No.
Exactly.
No.
So it says this land is forfeited to the state,
yes.
which means it goes back into the control and custody of the Minister of Lands.
Yes.
Okay, so why is the Solicitor General selling the property then?
Well, I'm saying the Solicitor General may have a mandate to sell.
From where? Where is he getting this mandate from?
The President can give instructions to the Solicitor General or the Minister to sell. Even though properties are, landed properties are
governed by the State Lands Act?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's a lot to that.
So you were saying that the President can set aside the State Lands Act and tell the Solicitor General sell land?
No.
And he will do that without the Minister of Land?
No, we're talking about if the property is forfeited to the state,
yes,
it goes by default under the administration of the Minister of Land. So the President, after this, can give instruction or to the Solicitor General or Attorney General to now sell that property.
Okay, so are you saying these properties sold by the Solicitor General was done at the directive of the President?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a legal basis. Because in the assignment that I shared with you, the Solicitor General was acting pursuant to certain authority.
Sorry, you said what authority?
The Solicitor General was acting pursuant to a certain particular authority.
Which is?
It is, of course, in the citation is saying as legal representative of government of the Gambia. So there must be a basis why he acted in that capacity. I am saying I did my research and then I found out that in fact that is a legal possibility that even though the landed properties forfeited to the state are under the administration of the Minister of Land.
Okay.
Meanwhile, there may be a resolution or powers given by the President to whoever entity, any entity to sell state land.
Overriding the State Lands Act. The President's directive.
No, the fact that is invested. So you see, there is a difference. It doesn't mean that the landed property are owned by the Minister of Lands. He administers them.
Yes, that's it.
Administer them. But in fact, if it is government, the President can now give authority to another minister, to another authority to sell the properties owned by the state.
Based on which power, which law, or which?
I can follow
where does the directive come from?
The directive could come from the President. The President has that mandate. So even though it's under the purview of Minister of Land, Ministry of Lands, the President can give powers to the Attorney General to sell properties.
So the Minister of Lands, as administrator and manager of the land belonging to the state, can be left out of all this?
Not left out, but the President has that prerogative to give powers to another minister to perform those functions. It's in the law.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us, we want to know.
there is Minister Statutory Powers and Miscellaneous Provision Act.
Yes. I'm looking at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
direct me.
Yes. You have it before you?
Yes.
Yes. So is it section 4 also? Is it one?
You mean section 2?
Section 2, yes.
Okay.
So it's saying President can transfer powers or duties to any other to act.
So you're saying that, okay.
So that could be
Let's go by this. What does, again, let's go back. What does the Minister of Land in managing land, what would he or she usually do?
Normally is to allocate land, lease land, sign leases. Yes,
okay.
That's what they do. That's why it becomes to sale, because he is the one who administers it, and then eventually, by default, he is the lessor. So normally it makes sense if there is a case where now government wants to sell property, they can give the powers to another entity to sell, so that the same minister cannot sell and be the same lessor again.
Okay.
Yes, it makes sense to me that the president may give powers to the attorney general or solicitor general to now sell the properties that are earmarked for sale. Yes.
Okay. All right. So now we're still going back by this act.
Yes.
If the president is shifting responsibility or delegating responsibility, what are the procedures that he should follow, he or she should follow?
Well, the law is silent on the procedures. Give powers, so it could be documented to say powers are, now vested to.
It's not silent. It should be gazetted.
No, that is their power.
Yes. Well, no, you rely on this act to say that the Solicitor General was able to sell land.
I'm not the Solicitor General. Whatever I'm saying is the legal possibility.
You know this. I actually like that you said you are not the Solicitor General. You were sending us on a wild goose chase all along.
No, because if I tell you I'm not the Solicitor General, I have to answer. That in fact is a legal possibility, and then I will not doubt the powers of the Solicitor.
But are you certain that the president did this?
I'm not certain. But if that's what...
So why would you tell the committee that?
I'm not saying the committee. If you look at that's why I said the Solicitor General indicated that he's acting as government representative.
Did he tell you that?
Of course, it's clear on the document. You have a copy of the document assignment. It's acting as the representative of government of the Gambia. So, but there must be that power.
So are you aware that there was a gazette issued, or a gazette publication
I've not come across
relating to this sale with the transfer, the delegation of responsibilities to the Solicitor General?
No, I've not seen one. What I endeavor to do was, of course, I don't have any reason to doubt the powers indicated by the Solicitor that they have the legal power of acting out to act as legal representative of the government.
Why? You don't want to confirm?
No, it's like you are telling me you have power, so I cannot question you to say whether you have produced those powers. Of course, counsel, let's be realistic here. If my boss writes to me, Solicitor General, and backed by another senior lawyer, saying that we are acting pursuant to whatever powers, acting as representative of government of the Gambia, I cannot question. Like I said, you not produce those powers or gazetted powers before I can act upon this. That's the reality. Will you question that? In fact, if counsel is saying I'm acting pursuant to this, powers, you say, okay, produce the powers.
Not produce the powers, but why would you want to be involved in something that may not have followed the right procedure?
Like I said, my mandate is to register.
That's it. So you register anything presented to you?
Yes. So you, the lawyer who's claiming that you have the power, then the burden is on you to prove that in fact whatever you are claiming you so have. If you are claiming that you are a legal practitioner, I cannot question to say in fact you are not illegal. Produce your call to bar, certificate. No.
You wouldn't have to ask a lawyer that because there's a register.
Say it again?
You wouldn't have to ask anyone that tells you they're a legal practitioner or brings document for you to.
No, that's not.
Bring their certificates. Not in my, register.
Not in my capacity as a legal practitioner, as a registered general. Sometimes we receive letters, or we receive letters from the General Legal Council requesting us not to register certain people who are not in good standing. Then we act upon that. Unless there is instruction or information to that effect, I don't go that extra mile to request that produce your powers or the basis or so. No. At the end of the day, you bear the responsibility. All right. If you are claiming that you have power that which you don't possess, then you have to answer.
So you spent what 10-15 minutes assuming that the Solicitor General had powers to do what he did because he was your boss.
No, because but he indicated clearly in the document that he has powers. So I cannot turn around and say, please produce those powers.
If you look at the Ministry of Justice, ordinarily shouldn't you just have this information at hand?
No. Sometimes things you don't have access to.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, as lawyers, it's like someone telling you, I'm speaking from the bar. You give them the benefit of doubt. Yes. So they take that bond or responsibility. If there's something contrary to whatever they're claiming, then they shoulder the responsibility, whatever.
Mr. Colley, let's come back to cancellation of title. The procedure that should follow, or the procedure that should be followed for cancellation. Ordinarily, you will receive a letter.
Yes.
From the Director of Lands and Survey.
Yes.
You take it up from there. What do you do?
Once I also act upon that letter by cross-referencing the register and writing back to them.
Sorry, you were saying?
All right, so okay, I was saying that anytime I receive a letter requesting for cancellation of properties, all right, I receive, acknowledge, then mail it to my colleagues who work under the deeds registry. So what they do is they will cross-reference the letter against the property, indicating that it's cancelled. So now we write a response to the Director of Land and Survey, acknowledging the receipt of their letter and indicating that we've cancelled the properties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the memos.
But memo I've acknowledged that I should not have acted upon. Okay.
We're going back now into the attachment.
Okay.
Right? You have a copy before you.
The 10th December one, or?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems the attachments are the same.
They're the same, yeah.
So, Mr. Colley, let's take a look at the first property on the first page of the attachment.
Yeah.
Lease serial number K355/2009.
Yeah.
Property, Jembe Hotel Junction to Kanilai Cultural Center. Size in hectares 6.10. Location, Carnifing Municipality. You cancel that title.
Yes.
You've ticked it. So does the key refer to Combo, or what does the key refer to?
Yes.
Combo list.
Yes,
If you're looking for that property in the register, we go into the Combo register.
Yes.
Okay. So if it's if the serial registration number starts with P,
that's
in the provinces.
Province, yeah.
Okay. And then in Banjul, what would the serial registration number start with?
Generally, it should be city, CD, city deed.
CD, city deed.
Yes.
Okay. Now, take a look at number 39. You see, it's the second page.
Yes.
But your document is not arranged in order. It says Colley, DI.
Yeah. So this
0.29/L27.
yes.
What does the DI stand for there?
This document that were previously registered at the governor's office.
So district authority.
Yes, district. Yeah.
Shouldn't that's a DA then?
No, but
Registered with
that's
the-
how they used to cite them.
Okay, DI.
Some of them subsequently are registered with us. Even though they will have DI, DD, whatever, subsequently then we register as P.
What would be the process after registration with the district authority? What would require it being registered with you as well?
Sometimes they just come and pay stamp duty if they are registered with us.
Okay.
Yeah. Because at the level of a district tribunal, they don't register them. They just give them, I think, numbers also, but it's not, understand, registration. I think they sign, CFOs will sign, and the government will sign.
Official transfer.
But they are not giving registration number. It should be serialized.
Okay.
Unless, yes.
Go to your third page. It says number 19, not registered. The name is Operations Save the Children Foundation. Is it that you searched all your manual records and you did not find it?
We did not find now.
That's it?
If it is now, we can easily search the name and know, serial numbers and other details.
I thought you said you hadn't migrated prior to before.
2019, yes. 2019 to date. The ones that we currently have in the system.
Just 2019 to date.
Yes.
So if we're looking for these properties, we will not find them.
No.
On
Not
the,
really, except the ones that are subsequently sold.
Okay.
So we cross-reference the previous serial registration number and the current one. So that there is a link between the old serial registration and the current one. Yeah.
All right. So considering you've ticked the first one, let's go back to the first one. Can you find it in your register and show us? Just show the committee.
Yes.
Because I'm interested in seeing the cancelled. I think Mr. Baji is having a very good time.
2009. Yes. K. 355. 2009. Three 55. Yeah.
Careful, the other registers are about to fall off. Yes, please. Secretariat can show the honorable chair first. I should please handle with care. Mr. Colley, so the first property was cancelled on the 18th of October 2018. There's a reference number is SL/2/20/01/PTVI and in bracket 05.
I can look at it again.
All right, because you received, the Secretariat can bring, but please tell us the date.
It was cancelled.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So,
When was the title cancelled for that property?
well, the reference number is showing 2018. The date 2018. Emanating from lands.
Ministry of Lands
Yes.
asked you to cancel title whilst the commission was still doing its investigation. 2018, the commission was still doing its investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently, from the reference number or the date. Yes.
That reference number, is it referring to a letter?
Yeah, the date is 18th October
18 October 2018.
2018. So the reference number is SL so and so PT.
Why didn't you state in your memo that this title was cancelled in 2018?
Why didn't I state?
So it means this title was not cancelled by you, was it?
No, it was not by me.
Okay.
Maybe before.
When you were asked to cancel title, and this property was part of it?
Yeah. Based on the memo?
Yes.
Yeah.
But by the time you received this memo, the title had already been cancelled.
Yes.
More than a year.
Yes.
After its cancellation.
Yes. So based on the record, it is cancelled.
Yes. So why didn't, in your memo, why didn't you state that this property, the title was cancelled in 2018?
No, we didn't indicate that.
You did not indicate
No,
that.
we did not.
So my question is why?
No reason, because it was cancelled in the register. So there's no need to in fact indicate that in fact prior to this it was cancelled. Just to confirm that it was cancelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would the property be cancelled at the time the commission was doing its investigation?
You should be able to trace. Sometimes if they request for cancellation, they don't give you, a reason.
Okay.
All right. Even though the law gives them, requires them to give reasons, but they just write to us to say cancel because they have the mandate. So we act on those instructions.
Kindly read out the serial number of the letter that requested for cancellation of that title.
SL/2/20/01/PT.
PT.
PT, yes.
Okay.
6. Number 6.
Yeah.
V1. In bracket 05.
05. And the date is?
The date is 18th October
2018.
2018, yeah.
Ordinarily, would you know where this letter emanates from?
I'm not sure.
But can only be from from the director of lands.
So not from the court, no.
Definitely not from the court.
No.
Okay. The committee would like to see that letter, Mr. Colley. Honorable Chair, I am applying that the witness looks for this letter bearing serial registration, reference number SL/2/20/01/PT6 and in bracket 05, folio number 5, dated 18th October 2018, that the Registrar General goes through its records and the records at the Ministry of Justice and provide the committee with a copy of this letter. Mr. Colley.
Mr. Colley, I will take a note of that.
Yeah, I'll take a note.
Council, any time limit for that?
We need at least 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, I have another official assignment.
Okay, this is also an official assignment.
Yes, I know.
Or is this extracurricular?
This is extraordinary, extra important. So.
Exactly.
But that's why I'm pleading.
So the 2 weeks is extreme, isn't it?
But I want to provide it. Meanwhile, we work on it.
Okay.
Yes, we work on it as soon as possible. But I don't want to miss any deadline that we give.
I'm sure we have competent staff that can search for this. Yeah, so a week is fine. Honorable Chair, maybe by next week Friday? Yes.
Okay. I think we will report back to the Assembly.
Yes.
Report back to the committee.
Okay. Thank you. This is going to be a tedious process.
Thank you,
number 2.
Okay.
K370/2015. Property Karton Kurekunda to ex-president. Size in hectares 10.60. Congo South, West Coast region.
2015.
Can we find that?
K2015.
K370/2015.
Yes.
You found it?
Yeah.
Secretariat, kindly retrieve the register from the witness. This property was cancelled on the 1st of June, 2020. It states by the Lands and Survey Office.
Yes.
Was there a letter?
I should be a letter, but it's not referenced there.
Like the other one, shouldn't the letter state the
reason?
No, sorry, not the reason. Shouldn't it be recorded in the register? The letter that cancels it, the request, like the other one, they bear the serial registration
Yes,
number.
yes,
So the reference number of the letter.
reference number, that's right.
But this one doesn't bear the reference number.
Yes,
So saying cancelled 1st June 2020 by the Lands and Survey Office means it was cancelled based on the request.
letter from Lands and Survey.
Lands and Survey.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Colley, we can say that you received a letter, perhaps maybe before June 2020, requesting for the cancellation of this property.
Yeah.
The title.
Normally, the same day that we receive the letters, maybe dated prior to, the date, but the day that we receive correspond, that's when we act.
Okay.
So that date may be the date that it was cancelled, but not so.
Okay. I wish these registers were smaller, so you don't have to do a back and forth.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, it looks like the next property I'm looking for, I can find myself. It's K375 2015.
Okay.
Cancelled on the 1st of June 2020 by Lands and Survey Department. The letters you've submitted to the committee from the Director of Lands and Survey requesting for cancellation, or just in general with regards to cancellation, seem dated 24th of June 2021. So it's like you have received letters in June or around June 2020 requesting for cancellation of title.
Yeah, that's possibility.
So we can say the request for cancellation of title even before the memo.
Yes, that is possible. From the records, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a possibility that the Ministry of Justice received a letter for cancellation of title from the Director of Lands and Survey, which is why a memo was issued to you? Is there a possibility?
No, I don't think it's possible, because if that is the case, it should just be sent to me or attached on the memo.
And this was not done?
No.
Okay. So essentially, you're saying that all requests for cancellation of title is addressed directly to the Registrar General.
Yeah, sometimes they come addressed directly to the Registrar General, sometimes through the Solicitor General, who now need me to act.
But essentially, you would have to see a copy of this letter before you act?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It should be minuted to me.
Do you keep copies of these letters, or?
Normally they are filed, if there's any cancellation, we normally fold them, attach it next to it, next to the registry, or where the page where the cancellation was effected.
But this is not done here, is it?
Yes. So sometimes when so most of the cancellations are done by my colleagues, so I'll monitor them to treat. So they will act upon those instructions and then write a response to the Director of Lands.
Okay. Mr. Colley, I'm going to ask Secretariat to return the register to you. Right? Your property is 70, 2015, the one in Carton, cancelled by that and survey, or it says Lands and Survey Office. I see some of the entries will just be cancelled. There's a date, does not state who requests for the cancellation. And also I am seeing for some of the properties, there's just a serial, and at the top of the serial registration number, it says cancelled by Lanson. It does not state who the owner of the property is.
The owner?
Yes. So I'm turning it to this page and Secretariat will show you. You can explain to the committee.
Of course, it's like asterisk. They're owned by the same individual. So instead of writing the full name of the former president, so they just indicate that in fact the same individual who owns them.
Does the location of the land, is it reflected?
The location. Yes, location is written next to it. Yeah.
Okay.
The right side.
Were these entries done prior to the cancellation request? Those entries that have the asterisks on it. When were they entered into the register?
They were entered in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of them?
Yes.
And not when the cancellation request came?
No.
Okay. The deeds that caused them to be registered in that registry, if the committee requests for it, will a copy be provided?
Yes, you can endeavor to look for it.
You can,
are
you endeavoring or are you going to find it?
We'll endeavor to find it. They should be available.
They should be. They're in your archives.
Yes.
Not affected by the raid? It seems like it's an issue that the Minister of Justice is faced with.
Of course, we are handicapped in certain areas, but I think we're doing our best now.
Okay, no problem. You can hold the register. Mr. Colley, some of these properties don't have, I'm looking at the memo, there's no serial registration number. Is it that they are not registered with your department?
That's why in my memo, in my response, I indicated that we could not act upon it unless they provide the serial numbers.
Okay. Take a look at this one, K376 2015. Should be in that same register, not too far.
7, yeah.
Who K3, it's number 30, that's Elame. K376/2015. 246.82 hectares. You found it? Where is that land located?
That's Ilame.
Sorry, it states, sorry, I made a mistake. The names next to, right after the measurements of the land.
Yeah.
Is this the previous owner before the president, the owners before the president?
No, there was no previous owner. It was a lease.
So why is Alcalo, Jeffrey Bojang, and Mamadou AKI? No, don't look at the register now. Look at your memo. Yeah, Yes, please.
376.
Yes, it will be third page of the memo, number 30. You know, the names of individuals.
Yeah.
Are these the owners, people that own these properties before the former president?
I don't know, they're placed on the location, but they just mentioned the names.
Yes. What does it signify?
I'm not sure. It should be location, not in names of individuals. Maybe the ones who gave them to the president, I don't know. But normally that should not be reflected in the list. It should be from the state to the former president. So location, I don't know for some reason, because that's why, because I cannot provide the possible explanation to them.
All right. Now let's put the combo registers aside for a little bit. You submitted a letter from the Director of Lands and Survey or the Department of Lands and Survey, and it's addressed to the Solicitor General. It's dated 24th June 2021. It's part of your submission.
Okay.
Do you have a copy?
No, I don't have a copy.
Secretariat, kindly provide the witness with a copy of this letter from the Department of Lands and Survey. It's dated 24th June 2021, addressed to the Solicitor General. You seen the letter?
Yeah.
It's on the letterhead of the Department of Lands and Survey.
Yes.
Okay.
Addressed to the permanent secretary.
To the Solicitor General.
Oh, this, okay, that's this other one.
You found it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a list of properties on this letter.
Yeah.
The first one, it says Future Rec. I think it's supposed to say Future Rec. KFF, dash KFF.
Yeah.
It bears serial registration number 609/2011, volume 74 KD.
Yeah.
KD would be Combo Division.
Combo deed, yeah.
Okay.
It's an assignment, yeah.
Can you find that, please?
I hope there are a lot of register books. I hope this time you have it. 609/2011. KD. Okay.
What does it say? When was that property cancelled? The title?
2021. 25th May 2021.
25th May 2021.
Yeah.
That's all it says?
Yeah.
Does not refer to a letter?
No.
No reference number, no date. There's a date but no reference number.
Yeah.
Okay. These cancellation, is there a standard form that you would use to cancel? The first one, it stated the date it was cancelled, it refers to a letter and the serial, the reference number for that letter. How come the others don't follow that standard?
And normally all the details should be captured there.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, anytime that I receive letters requesting cancellation, I mail them to my colleagues to act, and then they respond to that effect.
And do a cancellation?
Yes.
You stated also that you would put the letter inside the register.
Normally, that's the practice.
The letter is hanging from that register. Is it possible that you will find the request?
I don't think. Normally, they fold them and attach them here.
Okay.
Or at least indicate the reference. Okay. Well, we can always trace the reference number from maybe lands or so.
Okay.
If not in our, yeah.
And then find a copy of the letter.
Yes. But it's easier if it is referenced. The details are referenced so that.
Very well. Still on that letter that I asked you to look at. Number 9. Oceanic Bank, KFF. Serial registration number 455/2011.
Yes.
Can you find it in the register?
Okay. Yes.
When was it cancelled?
2021.
Does it have a serial registration number?
No.
Take a look at the letter. Just your handwriting.
No, the one.
There's something written across the letter.
No, it's not my handwriting. It's current SG's handwriting.
The current SG.
Yeah. That's his
The current Solicitor General.
Yeah. Was immediately to Mr. Binga, the then Director of Civil Litigation.
And this is dated, the writing, there's a date.
29 June, yeah.
29 June, which year?
2021.
Is it, okay. And he was the SG at this time?
Yes.
Mr. Tomasi was SG in 2021?
Yes.
Okay. But he's written not cancelled on the letter.
Which letter?
Are you looking at the letter from the...
Yeah.
Addressed to the SG from the Director of Lands and Survey?
Yes. I don't see anywhere I indicated that it's not cancelled.
On the letter, I hope we're looking at the same letter, Mr. Number 9.
Yes.
The letter is dated 24 June 2021.
2021, yes.
At the top of the letter, there's a minute to Mr. Binga.
Yes, please.
29 June 2021.
Yeah.
Look at the bottom of the letter. And there, isn't there handwriting on the letter?
CR. It's not not cancelled. Maybe that is the reference number.
Can I see your copy, please? I don't think we're looking at the same document. No, we're not looking at the same document.
Oh, okay.
This is a letter on the letterhead of the Director of Lands and Survey.
I don't have the copy then.
I think we've given you a copy. Can you just check maybe on the, you placed it on the registers? We're now looking at the same.
Okay, yeah.
There's handwriting all over the document.
Yeah.
You submitted this morning. Even at the back of the document, there are notes.
Yes.
Okay, so number 9.
Mm-hmm.
You can see right under number 9, looking at the letter, it's written not cancelled. Correct?
Yeah.
But you've taken a look at the register and it says cancelled.
Yeah.
Can you reconcile the two?
Well, this one is saying not cancelled, but in fact in the register it's cancelled.
Okay.
Yes.
And when was it cancelled in the register?
Like I said.
2021.
Yeah.
The register states the month, does it?
Yes, the 25th in May. Yes.
25th May.
August.
So 25th August 2020.
Yeah.
So 2021.
Yes, 2021.
You submitted this letter to the committee.
Yes.
The writings on this letter, is it your, was it done by you?
Handwritings. I just wanted to just provide all the documents.
No, that's fine. I'm just.
Because even notes may be relevant for comparison.
What about the notes at the back of this letter?
The what? The
The
notes.
notes. The handwritten notes.
They like citing history.
Yes.
Yes. They may not be relevant for your purpose or whatever. But I just found them attached to the letter, so I thought I should.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said I just found them attached to the letter, so
The letter.
I just wanted to provide them to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't know who who wrote these notes?
No.
Well, where did you obtain this letter from? Central Registry of Ministry of Justice?
No, I think I found them in my records, in my documents.
In your department's record?
Yeah. Even though it was not assigned to me to work on, but I found them there.
Let's go to number 11. Babukar Sampa Sise, Ajit, then to KFF Busumbala, serial number K251 2002.
Subsequently, it was 653/2011.
And then there's actually 2 registration numbers. There's also K38 2009 with registered deed of assignment number 653, 2011, volume 71, combo deed.
Yeah. The referendum, okay. 653.
You found it in the register?
653, 2011. So it's a different, it's not this one. KD 71. 71 KD. 71. Yeah. 653, 2011. This 654, volume 70, 74. So looking for.
It's 653, 2011.
So we can look for KD 71, but the 74 is saying it's not because from the register it's not cancelled.
Sorry?
It's not.
You know, there are 3 registration numbers. Maybe let's start from the first one. Right?
Yes.
K251, 2002. Can you find that?
Yeah, 2000. $2,002.
K251, 2002.
Two five one.
What does it say?
Nabukason Posite.
Okay.
Ogusumbala. Yes.
No transfers from Mr. Cc?
It was a legal mortgage
Yes.
in 2007, subsequently assigned in 2008.
There was a mortgage in 2007. So the entry was done in 2002?
No, yes, 2002, yes.
2002.
Yeah.
And then a mortgage in 2005.
2007.
2007.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in 2008?
Assignment.
It was an assignment.
Yeah.
To who?
653, 2008. So it's subsequently assigned. Can you look for this one? So the cross-reference in here is wrong. It was wrong, that's why maybe we did not cancel.
Okay.
So this one.
So subsequently it was assigned and the assignment would be a serial registration number?
653, 2008.
653, 2008.
Yes.
Can you find that entry?
Yes, so instead of 2011, 2008, they just put 653, 2011.
Okay, so that should have been 653, 2008.
Yeah. You have the 2008? Yes.
So this mistake is from the end of the Director of Lands and Survey?
Yeah, whoever wrote, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So that's why it was not cancelled.
Does the Department of Lands and Survey keep its own register?
I don't think they, because they don't register. So normally they should have, like, sometimes they rely on us to update their records.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So have you found the 653, 2008?
We don't, we didn't come with it.
Okay, you didn't bring that one?
Yeah,
Perhaps it should be brought tomorrow.
okay.
Can it be brought tomorrow?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So there's also this serial number, the register with 653/2008. There's this serial registration number K38/2009.
Yeah, 2009.
K38, yes. It's still on number 11, K38/2009. What does it say?
Ibu Momodu Wage. Tangele out.
Okay.
It said 2008 or 2009?
2009.
Okay, yes. K38 2009.
There's a property in
Kanji Combo South District.
Is that also a mistake? Because not referring to Mr. Somposise, is it?
No, Somposise he said we did not come with the register.
Yeah, but you know there's about 1, 2, 3 different serial numbers. Take a look at number 11 on the letter.
Okay.
I still got this. I got this serial registration number.
Okay, yes, it's a mistake. So there should be that history. According to what they wrote, the K should from Somposise to the next person.
Yes.
Now, in fact, there are different leases. In fact, it's a K. So okay. You are right.
All right.
So owned by a different entity. That's why it was not cancelled.
So also not cancelled.
Not cancelled.
Is it still owned by who would own? Who owns that?
But subsequently cancelled by land office. 25th May.
Is that what it says on the register?
Yes, that's what it's written.
Subsequently cancelled by?
It said cancelled by land office dated 25th May 2021. But the reference number is not indicated.
So you stated Mr. Wage.
Yes, the name written here is Ibu Momodu Wage.
Ibu Momodu Wage as the person whose title was cancelled.
Yes, the leasee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to turn the second page. Let's go to number 14. Actually, let's go to number 15. Number 15 states the first one, there are different assignments. The first assignment is number K70, 1987.
Yeah.
Did you bring that register? Okay, let's go to assignment number 70 of 2000, volume 18 PD.
Of provincial deed?
Number 70 of 2000.
2000. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Was it cancelled?
No.
It's
not cancelled.
What does the register say?
It's in the name of one Tim Camps. but it was subsequently assigned in 2002.
To who?
We have to check the new owner.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was not cancelled.
But in that register, who owns that property?
Tim Kans,
Okay.
not the former president, or not Baba Joe, as they indicated here.
All right. So the subsequent, what's the serial number for the subsequent transfer?
609 stroke 2002.
609.
Stroke 2002.
Okay.
Volume 65 KD. Okay.
Do you have that register here?
Come. 609 2002. It's not there.
Okay. Can you note so that you can produce that register as well?
Noted.
All right. Let's go back to the memo. I hope you have your banjo register here.
Reference number is
Okay.
the KD.
Look for K175 2012, sorry. This should be page 5 of the memo.
No. Say again, which number?
Page 5, number 1. It says property and location lease, Banjul Saro Garden to KFF.
Okay.
K175/2012.
Yeah.
62.68 hectares.
Yeah.
Persons making the grant, Ismail Akaba and Ismail Akaba Sambu and Lamin Wajwara.
Yes.
Can you find it in the register?
2012.
2012.
175.
What does it say?
From Amiyaite Tuti Lijata,
Sorry?
Fatumata Jata.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the owner or as the lessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Trustee Awasisi Sabali.
So it's a property held in trust.
Yes.
Was the title cancelled?
No, not from the register. It was not cancelled.
It's part of the properties you ticked as cancelled. You marked as cancelled.
We ticked it there, but the register is not cancelled.
Banjul Saro Garden to KFF. Saro Garden would be the Gambia Food Marketing, is it? Is there any new entry with regards to that property? Or is it just...
No, as far as the current records are concerned, there is no subsequent...
Who's the owner?
The current owner is Fatumata Jata.
Fatoumata Jata,
By her
Trustee.
Sabali.
Awasise Sabali. There's a there's also take a look
I
at
can double check from the current register, but as far as this
yes, please
is
do.
concerned.
But also look at number 2 in the memo. The property listed number 2 bears the same serial registration number as the first property.
So you said number 2.
Yes, number 2.
Yes. Same reference number, but
Yes.
So nothing was done as far as register is concerned.
And this property, it says Jengdula Extension, Banjul Sarakonda Highway to KFF on the memo.
Yes.
Somehow shares the same serial registration number. You've ticked it as cancelled, but the serial registration number K175-2012, according to the Commission's recommendation, it says that the property was illegally obtained by the ex-president in abuse of his authority and influence as president. The lease in respect of all of them should be rescinded. Area should be reserved as a botanical garden and a bird sanctuary for tourism purposes.
What is the serial number for that book?
K175-2012. Is there a possibility that on the register multiple properties would share the same serial registration number?
No, because we have we record them serial terms, so
they would not.
No.
Okay.
Maybe same number, but the year will vary, will be different.
So can you explain what is going on here? Because now we have different properties. No. Just this memo. We have 2 properties that bear the exact same serial registration number.
Yeah.
Now when you looked at the register, what appears does not even reflect the names on this memo.
Yes.
And when you run when you look at the Commission's report on land, there's a property that bears this serial registration number, according to the Commission. Sorry, 2 properties that bear this serial registration number. You can, I know you don't have the Commission's report here, but maybe after you can take a look at page 299. Volume 3 of the Commission's report. They mention also 2 properties bearing the same serial registration number.
Okay.
And the recommendation was that it should be rescinded and property kept for tourism purposes. But here somehow there's a mix-up somewhere.
Number.
Perhaps you will do a search on your digital register and see if you're going to find something different.
Okay.
take a look at K67 2009, number 7. Take a look at it in the register.
Okay. 2009. Case 67, 2009. That's fine. Yes?
You found it?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Canny Life Family Farm.
Okay.
Cancel by lands on Soviet 2020.
In 2020.
1st June 2020.
1st June 2020. So that one was cancelled by Lance and Survey.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Take a look at K353 2009.
35?
353.
Yes. Cancel the same date. What's in the name of the former president?
Cancelled when?
1st June 2020.
2020. All right, let's go to Dumbutu Kiang West National Park. P80 2013.
Council, what is the number again?
Sorry, P80 2013.
2013. You said, say it again. You said
P80/2013. 2013.
our last record is 49, stops at 49.
In 2013.
2013, yeah.
Okay.
So that means the serial number is not correct.
So your entries in 2013 stopped at number what?
49.
Number
For
49.
Yes, for
Okay. So this P80 2013. How would you be able to find this property in the register then?
No, I don't think we'll be able to locate it. There may be an error.
What about the digital records, the digital register?
No, it shouldn't be there.
It wouldn't have
No,
it.
it wouldn't be there.
Okay. According to the commission's report, it was registered by, it bears the DI registry, the DI
Yeah,
reference. So
not
means
with us.
it's
It was not
coming
registered.
from-
Not with us.
okay.
Yeah.
But their property would be with the governor. Sorry, it says DI 20/L2.
Yes. Governor.
Okay. But there was another DI that I
Yes, that's why we could not cancel that one too.
Okay, so you could not cancel this property?
No.
Okay. Let's take a look at number 70 then. Is it Gise Mandwa and Bankuling Kiang Park?
Which year?
2015, number 48.
Provincial?
Yes.
Yeah.
48, 2015. Mm.
30? 48. Yes.
You found it?
Yes.
What does it say?
Cancel. It was in the name of the former president.
Okay, cancelled when?
1st June 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
It's like most of the cancellations were done in June 2020.
2020.
Was this also at the request of Lands and Survey?
No, I don't think so.
It doesn't state.
No, it doesn't say.
It just says cancelled.
Cancel, yeah.
Okay. So now there's no way we can find out.
The basis for the
Yes.
cancellation? No. Huh? Well, it's not cross-reference, so we cannot say for certain.
It's not cross-reference.
Yes. Normally, when we cancel based on letter from Lands, we indicate the reference number. But in this case, maybe they took it for granted that there should be cross-reference basis, so we cannot say the basis for the cancellation.
The first memo you received, sorry, what did you say was the date again?
1st June 2020.
Perhaps you cancelled because of the memo you received from Mr. Ta? The memo is 1st June 2020.
Yes, so maybe that yeah, what happened?
You see why acting on that memo has brought issues.
Still, I'm saying there's no legal effect.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Because so now, I'm actually agreeing with you.
Yeah.
And then now, we're looking at these properties and we cannot find the basis in which they.
Yes, yes.
So it's clear that they were cancelled because of that memo.
Yes.
Okay. I want us to take a look at certain properties. Let's look at serial number 160 of 2008.
Provincial.
It doesn't say. (160) 2008.
Okay.
You found it?
Yes.
Okay. What does it say?
Answer.
Who was holding the title? Sorry?
Nyaka.
Merela Nyaka. Sorry, Secretary, kindly help the witness with the mic.
2007.
Was cancelled in 2007.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though it bears, are you 160 2008?
It will be 160. We are not sure whether it's provincial or lease
Okay.
or combo. So that's why from the records from the combo, cancelled, but perhaps you can check the
When was it entered? When was it entered?
(2008). So it cannot be
Cancelled in
prior to
2007.
2007.
actually.
2009, sorry about that.
It was cancelled in 2009.
26, yeah, 2026 May 2009.
Does it state the basis for cancellation?
No, just made
It just
reference
says
to-
cancelled.
Yeah, the actual reference number is indicated.
What's the reference number?
SL/296/2007 bracket 37 and date 26 May 2009.
Okay. Is it possible that the register you're looking at would be volume 71 KD?
Maybe provincial. Can you check? 60 2008. So this is list K.
Please, I don't know.
Let's see provincial. Let's check it.
This also list.
Well, let's check this one.
2008.
2008 160. That should be. Let's put it on it. We didn't come with the other list, I mean, book, register book.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's possible
So that at
that.
least we can check from both registers.
Okay, so kindly provide that register as well. All properties in Banjul would also have a serial registration number, right?
Yes.
Even if it's freehold.
Yes.
Okay. Is your Banjul register here?
Yeah, we have some of them.
You have some of it,
Yeah,
okay.
the K, yeah.
All right. Number 95 of 76. Would you have that here?
1976. No.
You wouldn't.
No.
Okay. What about 442 of 2011?
Yes.
What does it say?
Dauda Jallo to Kanilai Family Farms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it cancelled?
No, it's not cancer.
It was not cancelled.
Yeah. For cross reference, I think they said it was Mark Road. So I think it's one of the properties to be sold.
That were sold.
Yeah.
Okay. Without cancellation,
No, not cancer.
but sold.
Yes. So there's this serial number was referenced, should be referenced in the assignment.
Is the assignment registered?
Yes, 78, I think so, yeah.
Does it state the new registration? Sorry,
No, it should be in the system, yes. In fact, I provided a copy in the list that I shared this morning. 78 Hagan Street.
That's in Hagan, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Can you please read out the serial registration number? It's in Banjul.
Of the new property.
No,
I mean,
that one in the register.
The old one now, 442, 2011.
What letter precedes the numbers? Or there's no. So Banjul properties, there are no letters preceding the numbers.
No, not this one.
Actually, shouldn't it 441 of 442, sorry.
442,
2011.
volume 74 KD.
From this document that you've addressed to the chairperson of the Special Select Committee, 142, it says Canelai Family Farm, SR number 442/2011, and then underneath from that, the new SR number is 13/2023 city deed. Take a look at
Yes, 141.
141, yes.
Yes.
That's the same property we are talking about, 78A Hagan Street.
Yes. So the 13/2023.
Sold to Ajib Limited.
Yes.
Take a look at 142 on the same document.
Yes.
It says here AJJ JANNEH SRN number 174/2005.
Yeah.
Can you find that in the register?
Yeah, 2005.
174/2005.
We didn't come with it.
Okay, that's fine. You didn't come with it.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. Still, it's 78A Hagan Street.
So maybe I don't think 70 will have two reference number for the same address.
Is it possible?
Shouldn't be maybe 78A and B also.
Even the buyers are different.
Yes.
It says sold to Muhammadu Muhtar Jallo and Alassana
Yes.
Jallo.
Yes.
They bear different serial numbers.
Serial numbers, so yeah.
However, there isn't a new serial number. For 141, the old serial number is there, and now the new serial number, the new entry. For 142, there is no new
Yes,
serial number.
number, yeah.
What's the reason for this?
You can check the new serial number.
If we run a search,
Yes.
how would we know the new serial number?
Now if I search Google, I mean, I'm sure they were sold recently from 29 to date. So if I search their names, I should be able to see the document or see the current serial registration number.
All right, we will need you to do a search. Adding to the documents you would submit, the results of the search submit next week as well, next week Friday.
Okay.
Just before we looked at the property listed on 142, we had also, you had just mentioned title or for, was it 141, that the title was not cancelled in the register. I believe you have, yeah, 141, that is SRN 422.
Yes, it was
442, sorry, 2011. It was not cancelled,
yes, from the register.
but then it was sold.
Yes.
How do you reconcile that? How was it?
That's why I was saying, if the Solicitor General acting pursuant to the white paper can still sell, even though it's not cancelled.
How can you sell something you don't have?
We went through this council to say it's a possibility that the instructor may be interested or give you the powers to sell.
Without the cancellation of title. I can get the selling after cancellation, but selling without cancellation of title?
Yes.
The title is in somebody else's name.
Yes.
And out of the blue,
If it is forfeited now in order to be sold, if the white people say they can be sold, should be sold, can be sold.
forfeited should have been acted upon by the Director of Lands and Survey, isn't it?
Yes, if it's forfeited by default, you have to take action either to cancel or to sell.
Well, let's take a look at 516-2008, volume 74, combo deed. It says KD, but somehow the address is 49 Grant Street, Banjo.
What is the reference number again?
516-2008.
It's among the list that submitted?
Yes.
Which number is that?
145.
No, it's here. Yes, yes. So that one has a new reference number.
Yes, the new reference number is 665-2023.
Yeah.
But can you look at 516-2008 in the register?
No, we didn't come. We didn't come with
You
it.
didn't come with that one.
Yeah.
Okay. $558 of 2011. Do you have that register with you?
The book. We didn't come with
You didn't come with that one.
this. Yeah.
It says volume 74. We didn't come with that one. All right. 149, General Suleiman Baji / Yahya AJJ JANNEH 647 2020 KD.
Yes.
Sinchu Alaji sold to Mamadouba.
Yeah. So we don't, we don't have the old registration number, serial registration number. This is the current one, the 2020.
So is it possible that this property was not in the register?
It should be in the register. There must be a basis. Right.
No, I mean prior to the new registration.
It should be in the register, yes.
Okay, how do we find it?
So you can check in the
Council,
Yes,
can I just interrupt? Would it be possible to freeze with the witness if he's asked to come tomorrow? Even though usually we don't know, but members of the committee will be willing.
Yes. Yes, it's fine.
It can be done tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. In that case, then I would propose go on to a very good place where you can convenient point, then we can adjourn till tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, Mr. Colley, my question is, the property listed 149, it bears a new serial registration number.
Yeah.
This one we can find in the digital records.
Yes.
My question now is, did this property ever exist in the registry?
It
Would you
should
know?
exist, yes. Should be in the register.
Okay, what is the basis? Considering you don't have the old serial number here.
But perhaps we just only registered the current one and omitted the old register, I mean, the old number.
Would you be able to find the...
Yes, we can end up.
Okay. Let's go to 150. Canalai Family Farms, 485-2013.
Say again, which number?
150.
150.
The serial number for the property is 485
Yes.
2013.
Yes.
Can you find it? Do you
Yes.
have the register here?
Yes. I mean, the current one is in the system. The
I
current.
know, I want to look.
The 2013.
We're still on cancellation.
Okay.
Yes.
2013. Yeah. 485 2013.
Should be combo because the address is 16 Karawa Avenue.
Yeah. There's no copy. This one.
Should be a combo deed.
This KD. Yes.
What does it say?
It was in the name of Edward Graham.
Okay.
Yes. To Candela Family Farms.
All right.
Yeah.
Does it say cancel?
No.
So it seems like the properties that were sold, there was no cancellation of title.
Yes.
Is there? Or should we go and confirm for the ones? Was there more properties that were still
They were not
sold?
cancelled in our register.
And there was no request for cancellation either.
No.
Let's go to 152. 152 233 2008 volume 71 KD. Canary Industrial Estate sold to Shire and A. Mary and Sons Limited.
Which one? 153? 152.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you find that, or you did not come with that register?
We didn't come because it started from 1990. So,
Okay.
yes.
There is also 153 to 156. They were all entered in 2020.
Yes.
These ones.
Yes.
There's a
We should be able to
only-
provide the history.
the history.
Yes.
You should
We
be.
can provide the
Okay,
history.
so you can run a search and tomorrow
Okay.
you can bring, as well as 157 city deed. There seem to be two deeds for one property. For 157. It says the address is 73A OAU Boulevard, Banjo. But there are two deeds.
We'll be able to provide the previous reference serial registration numbers.
Okay. As well as this one also, 158 in Fitzgerald.
But Council, I think we provided copies of the
Yes, they have deeds, but the thing is, we want to see whether these ones were in the register before.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I understand. So,
Yes.
Okay.
I'd actually say that these ones that you've highlighted, I believe you stated you highlighted them in yellow. They are not quite a lot.
Yeah, I think then
It's just from 141 to 158. 16 properties.
Okay, yeah.
My math is not great, but I believe it's 16 properties.
Oh.
If you can just provide the committee tomorrow Where's
the previous history, right? That's what
Yes.
and bring the register books
for the
for
other,
verification.
yes, please.
Okay.
Honorable Chair, I believe this is a convenient point for me to stop for today. So if the committee has questions, or the committee is going to ask their questions tomorrow.
The committee will reserve questions till tomorrow.
Okay,
Because that's the idea behind the
Yes.
meeting tomorrow. Yes.
all right. So what time do we start tomorrow? Can we start at 10?
10.
10, yes.
Okay.
It's Friday.
10 is fine.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
So, yes, certainly. So, okay, Mr. Colley,
Yeah.
I hope you have taken note of all the documents you're supposed to bring tomorrow.
Yeah.
Therefore, council, we're done now, so the hearing is adjourned till tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mm.